Last week, some of the biggest creators for Final Fantasy VII got together to just nerd out, talk theories, story implications, and our favorite character moments. Also talking about our hopes for the future of the series. And Sleepezi shocked us all with an incredible idea, which now that I've thought about and sit on for over the weekend, it could be a very interesting story element if they decide to go with this for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. Now, it is important to relay to you guys watching this right now a message from Max.
Dissecting this stuff is going to be great because we're all wrong.
Yes.
Seemingly everything that we all think is happening with this game is probably wrong, so it's going to be fun to deluge into it.
Yes, he is right. These are all theories and they all suck. Even yours. Yes, you watching this right here. Accept that and just have fun with it. The full discussion with the live chat is already posted on the channel. Feel free to check that out, linked below. It's about 3.5 hours of us just nerding out about Final Fantasy VII together. Shoutouts to Max for coming through and hanging out with us to discuss this. I'm currently editing the video version of it. I mainly want to put in some gameplay moments and story elements and cutscenes and stuff of what we're talking about specifically for the viewers. So hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on it, guys, and help raise that 38% even higher. Now let's hear what Sleepezi has to say. And by the way, major story spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I think that there's a lot going on and on purpose. I think it's all intentionally happening because once I saw the Ultimania note of, oh, this is supposed to be the question that you're left with, and people are saying Genova, or is it, you know, a headache or something like that. I think there's definitely truth to the Genova thing because of the, you know, the effects on the camera that we've seen with other Genova headaches. But we also get this really odd moment after Aerith is stabbed by Sephiroth, after the edit is made, where the music cue in is Aerith's chime from the very beginning of the game, the live stream sequence thing, which in Remake, as we know, is also our introduction to the Omni Aerith concept with her eyes opening, which is at the end of the OG. So I do think that Aerith is making some kind of decision here. I also think that this is all because Cloud couldn't handle his shit and he's like completely broken. So I feel like this is both Aerith trying to coddle Cloud into that moment of resolution. And then it's also Sephiroth's peak moment of needing Cloud to suffer. Yeah. And he's fine with the illusion of that now, because what he's banking on happening is when everyone realizes that, like, hey, like, we didn't see Cloud stab, or Cloud save Aerith. We didn't see Sephiroth stab Aerith. Cloud probably did this. He's banking on the entire thing crumbling and just making Cloud even worse.
Whoa.
So that's what I think.
Wow, that's fucking brutal, dude. Holy damn, I never even put that together, that since the other party has not witnessed the actual event, right? We just assuming because we're Cloud, we are the player, right? That, yeah, yes, the rest of the party could have seen her on the ground and wondered if he killed her.
Yeah. They're gonna, well, and that's
I never thought of that shit. That would make that. So already it's really bad, bro. Okay, even without that, it's really bad. Just saying that this could like drive Cloud to like run away. Where I don't think we're gonna lose him in the same way. I think like the visions of him walking as the robed figure, I think he pieces out where he's like, fuck these guys, I'm gonna go do my own thing. My girlfriend's still alive. We're out of here. Like, I think that might set up for that shit.
So, that would be great.
So so you're saying that she's dead?
Say it.
Me?
You gotta
yeah, I say she's fucking dead. I said it.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
In the original Final Fantasy VII, during the Northern Crater segment, there is a very pivotal moment where Sephiroth is forcing doubt into Cloud's head, convincing him that he is a clone and a puppet, saying how he was never in Nibelheim, and while showing him the Nibelheim flashback, Zack instead of Cloud appears. He even shows the original photo that they took, and Zack is there. And the whole time, Cloud is laughing it off and saying this is exactly what Sephiroth wants to do. Wants to lie and show him things that aren't true. Tifa is afraid as hell and is not saying or agreeing with Cloud because she knows in her heart, at least to her, Cloud was not there. This is something that she's been struggling with internally throughout the entire game. You see her subtly move whenever Cloud mentions things about 5 years ago, and Tifa is just uncomfortable to even say anything. We have seen throughout Remake and Rebirth, the devs have strived to enhance moments from the OG by adding in more stakes and elements. I think it's very possible for Sephiroth, in addition to all of this, in this same moment of making Cloud doubt himself, lie to him and tell Cloud basically he was the one that killed Aerith. Not Sephiroth, but Cloud himself. The party does show up after Aerith is already dead, laying in Cloud's arms. Barrett does scream, "I'll kill you," directing it directly to Sephiroth. But if you walk in on that scene, it's easy to assume Sephiroth did it initially. We see that from Barrett's perspective. Some might say the blood on Maximilian is easy to tell for the party, but if you do recall, Sephiroth does throw the blood at Cloud moments before the party even shows up, removing it from his blade. And from Tifa's perspective, when she sees the blood on Aerith, she also sees and focuses on a lot of blood on Cloud's hands. Very well could be symbolic of that nature, while the camera zooms out to show her face breaking down, coming to grips with this information, and a lot more doubt being planted into her head. It can be an even deeper reason to why Tifa is so quiet after all of this, not only being shocked and scared losing her friend Aerith, but in serious limbo on whether or not Cloud did the deed or was under the influence of Sephiroth during this. We've seen another moment in Rebirth where the Midgard Stormer takes Cloud underneath the water and is trying to kill him. We're the only ones seeing this scene play out, and the party never witnesses what happens in it. Sephiroth appears and saves Cloud, but the animation of the Midgard Stormer being tossed up into the air does appear to be like finishing touch, Cloud's limit break. From the party's perspective, they very well could think Cloud must have been the one to do this, because even when Cloud wakes up, he says Sephiroth's name, the party looks at him and they shake their head, no, we did not see Sephiroth. Also, let's not forget Cloud does swing his sword and attack Tifa in Chapter 9 after brutally murdering Shinra infantry Sephiroth style, happily with blood on his face. And in the Temple chapters in 13, when Cloud is being a Sephi douche, he also loses his mind and stabs a Reunion clone who he thinks is part of his Sephiroth vision. And the party stares at him in shock, afraid to even speak. Sephiroth may weaponize this extra hard in those Part 3 scenes, revealing this lie to Cloud, further sending him on a bigger spiral than he went on in the OG game. Sleepezi very well could be onto something with this, but of course, guys, this is just a theory and is something that should be taken with a grain of salt because it is not entirely going to be true. But I also think it's not one that impacts the story in a negative way. I think it further enhances Cloud's descent into madness and his eventual mind break, which would even hit harder if Sephiroth also decides to reveal that the Aerith he's been talking to by himself in his head the whole entire time is actually a Genova manipulation. These theories are getting insane, guys, but I want to hear what you all think in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. The full video is currently being edited right now. I'll be trying to get it up as soon as tomorrow. I got a few more edits to do with it, but I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Remember, the live stream version with our chat is actually posted right now on the channel. I'll be pinning that down below if you guys want to watch that. But also remember, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.